Hello everyone. Today we're talking about Jordan Peterson. Now, I tried rectifying his horoscope with a few events with topocentric primary directions, and the time I got is 4 minutes before his recorded birth time. This is due to the ascendant moving into a conjunction with Jupiter when his daughter was born. Um, the birth of his granddaughter, we see Jupiter moves to a conjunction with the ninth house, which is related to your grandchildren because it's the fifth house from the fifth house, the children of your children. His wife gets diagnosed with kidney cancer. Um, that's the rectification. One event that happened in his life that was very important was him checking himself into a rehab center, and these rehab centers are related to the 12th house. And a very indicative transit is the conjunction of Neptune with the 12th house, which is an exact transit, which indicates such an event, but it also indicates an interruption in his day-to-day working activity, which is related to the sixth house with the opposition. Also, Jupiter in exact conjunction with the eighth for the healing process. Now, he admitted himself to a rehab center because he was suffering from withdrawal symptoms because he got off his anti-anxiety medication he was taking because his wife was dealing with cancer. Now, it's not just one rehab center. He first checks himself into one, and then he goes to Russia for medical treatment. Okay, so that's basically the transit of Neptune. We jump into his horoscope now. And what we first see is the T-square, a very tight T-square from Mars, Neptune, and Saturn, which was very tension-producing, but also it produced growth for him in his career. Now, the square from Mars to Saturn also indicates the friction, the conflict, the arguments he has to have in his professional sphere, the constant fighting. Now, this T-square is also balanced by a grand air trine, which also explains his communicative ability, his ability to comprehend information really fast. Mercury in Gemini in the first house, a great facility for the development of communicative faculties. These are two important factors: the T-square, which produces tension, and the grand trine in air, which balances the tension of the T-square. Also, the trine from Saturn to Mercury, from the 10th house to the first, the capacity for deep thought. Now, also another compensating aspect is the tight sextile from Venus to the ascendant. Now, this aspect, it grants a charm and charisma, but it also, because it's benefic and in a good cosmic condition, it grants health, it grants him wealth, longevity. It even helps bring out the best of the placements he has. Like, for example, the Sun in the second, his business and his high income. This aspect also helps bring out more from this. It even helps bring out the positive in the Saturn in the 10th house. But also in the sphere of his relationships, this trine from Venus in a good cosmic condition to the descendant, and Jupiter in a good cosmic condition in the 10th house of friends also indicates his powerful friendships and professional relationships, relationships that help move him forward, advance him in some way. Another thing, now his battle with depression, I think we can best ascribe it to the Mars in a damaged cosmic condition in the 12th, which is opposing Neptune. Now, this opposition can also indicate his dependency on medicinal drugs, but also the square from Uranus to the ascendant, which is a volatile aspect, possibly indicating ups and downs in his behavior, mood swings. But also here, the square from Uranus to the descendant, constant change in his relationships. But again, I mean, this aspect from Venus to the ascendant is critical. It softens a lot of the negative he has. I mean, another thing here, the 12th house being a house of psychological studies, the placement of Mars in there helps him in that regard. Psychological counseling and what have you. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, thank you guys for watching, and take care.